Given that a vector plus b vector plus c vector is equal to 0 vector, out of these three vectors, two are equal in magnitude and magnitude of the third vector is root 2 times that of either of the two having equal magnitude, then the angle between these vectors. Here we have given three vectors, that is a vector, b vector and c vector, and condition between these vectors is a vector plus b vector plus c vector is equal to 0 vector, or we can say null vector. And it is also given that two vectors out of the following, suppose a vector and b vector have same magnitude, suppose their magnitude is small a, and it is given the third vector, that is remaining one is c vector, is having magnitude root 2 times of either of the two having equal magnitude. So either of the two having magnitude, that is a. So c vector is having magnitude root 2a. And now with the help of these condition, we will see what will be the figure of the triangle, that is right angle triangle, because according to data, if we see two sides of a triangle are a and third one is root 2a. So according to the data, it is a standard triangle which is right angle triangle, because magnitudes of side are as follows, that is a and root 2a, means two of these sides will be perpendicular and base, and third one, which is the largest one, will act as hypotenuse. So hypotenuse is the largest side, which is represented by c vector here, and remaining vectors can be represented on perpendicular and base. Suppose it is a vector and this one is b vector. So a vector and b vector are on base and perpendicular side of right angle triangle, where c is on the hypotenuse side, because c is having largest magnitude, which is equal to root 2a. Now we will see, according to the condition a vector plus b vector plus c vector equal to 0 vector, what will be the direction of vectors, or we can say what are the direction of arrow. Suppose I have considered a vector will have direction in this manner. This is representing direction of a vector. Now on continuation, because we have to add b vector with a vector, so if head of a vector lies at this point, then tail of b vector should be here. Therefore head of b vector will goes here. This is representing b vector, that is head of b vector at this point. Now again we have to add c vector in this, therefore they should be in same order. Same order means, now if head of b vector is at this point, then tail of c vector should be here. Therefore if this is acting as tail, then this will gives us head of c vector. Now we can see at different points head of a vector coincide with tail of b vector. At this point head of b vector coincide with tail of c vector, and at this point head of c vector coincide with a vector, and we can say all three vectors are in same order. That is why result of all three vectors is equal to null vector, because when vectors are drawn in same order and if they reach the starting point, then the summation of all the vectors is equal to 0 vector. Now we will see what are the angles. So here we have seen one angle, that is 90 degree, and this angle we will calculate, and we know two sides are equal, that is a vector is having magnitude a and b vector is also having magnitude a, means these angles will be 45 degree. That is, it is a isosceles right angle triangle having angles 90 degree, 45 degree and 45 degree, because two sides of this triangles are equal. Therefore we will see what are the angle between vectors. Now we know, if we have to find out angle between vectors, wherever they are meeting, there should be tail of both the vectors or there should be head of both the vector. But we are seeing in this diagram, that is at each point if one vector is having its head, then other one is having its tail. Therefore these angle which are shown in the figure are not the angle between the vectors. So we have to calculate the angle by extending these vectors. Suppose if I extend these vectors, so the remaining angle will represent the angle between a vector and b vector. If I extend this vector, so this angle will represent the angle between b vector and c vector. Similarly, if I extend this vector, this angle will represent angle between A vector and C vector, and we can easily calculate these angles. That is, this one is 90 degree, this one will be 180 minus 45, that is 135 degree, and this one will also be 135 degree. We are extending these vectors because angle between vectors can be find out only when their heads are meeting at a point or tail are meeting at a point. After extending, we will say their tails are meeting at that point. So angle between vectors, that is angle between vectors. So first we will talk about A vector and B vector. So after extending, we are getting 90 degree. Then B vector and C vector, after extending B vector, we are getting angle is 135 degree. Similarly, angle between C vector and A vector, on extending C vector, we are getting angle as 135 degree. So these are the angle between vectors. Therefore, answer of this question is 90 degree, 135 degree, 135 degree. Thank you.